Imagine a wall of mud and water, faster than you can run, destroying homes, roads, and lives in seconds. This is the reality of Nepal's flash floods. Catastrophic landslides sweep through communities, leaving nothing but destruction. In Rasuwa district alone, bridges crumble under the force. How can we protect these vulnerable regions from such devastation? Let's explore solutions that could save lives and rebuild resilience. Nepal's flash floods aren't random. They're caused by heavy rains on slopes weakened by deforestation and unstable Himalayan geology. When trees are cut or soil is disturbed, landslides send mud and debris crashing down valleys at 100 kilometers twice, destroying homes and bridges overnight. Climate change worsens monsoon rains, making these disasters more frequent and severe. Early warning systems can save lives by giving communities minutes to evacuate before flash floods strike. Unlike air quality alerts in the UK which warn about pollution, these systems use AI and weather data to predict landslides, providing critical time for people to relocate or protect their homes. Nepal's flash floods aren't just about nature, they're also about how we've damaged it. Deforestation and farming have stripped mountains bare, making them collapse under rain like a crumbling sandcastle. But what if we could heal these landscapes? Reforestation, planting trees to stabilize soil, could slow landslides. Projects in the Himalayas are already trying this. But will it be enough to protect villages like Rasuwa? But what if the solution isn't just warnings or healing the land? What if it means moving entire villages away from danger? Nepal's government has proposed a 200-meter buffer zone. No buildings, no farms in high-risk areas. But relocating people is no small task. Where will they go? Who pays for new homes and schools? And how do you convince families to leave the land their ancestors farmed? It's a tough choice, but one that could save lives when the next flood comes. But what if laws could stop these disasters before they start? Nepal's government has proposed a 200-meter buffer zone. No buildings, no farms in high-risk areas. It's like drawing a safety line on a map, telling people, stay back. But moving villages isn't easy. Where do families go? Who pays for new homes and schools? And how do you convince them to leave land their ancestors farmed? It's tough, but if it saves lives, it's worth the effort. What if there was a way for communities to bounce back financially after a disaster? Ireland has proposed something called a sustainable flood insurance fund. It's a small fee per household, but it could build a safety net for families when floods strike. Imagine knowing that even if your home was destroyed, you'll have support to rebuild. Could Nepal adopt this idea? With careful planning, such funds could help communities recover faster and reduce the fear of losing everything. AI can process massive datasets, rainfall, river levels, soil stability to spot landslide risks before they strike. In Nepal, this means faster alerts for villages in danger zones, helping authorities prioritize rescues. But how does AI turn numbers into life-saving actions? It combines satellite images with real-time sensor data to flag high-risk areas like a digital red zone map. This isn't just about predictions. It's about giving communities the time they need to evacuate or brace for disaster. Some say building higher is the answer: taller walls, stronger homes, but flash floods don't respect height. They tear through everything. The real solution? Smart laws like Nepal's 200-meter buffer zone, keeping people and buildings away from danger. But moving villages isn't simple. Where do families go? How do you rebuild trust in a new place? And what if a small fee per household could create a safety net for disasters? Like Ireland's flood insurance fund, it's not perfect, but it helps. Then there's AI analyzing data to predict landslides before they happen. It's like having a super smart early warning system. These ideas aren't magic, they're tools. The question is, will Nepal use them? In Rasuwa district, a village faced an impossible choice: stay and risk flash floods or relocate. They chose to move, leaving behind homes built on unstable slopes. This wasn't just about safety. It was about rebuilding trust in a new place, one where families could thrive without fear. But moving isn't easy. Where do they go? How do they ensure their new home is safe? And can small steps like Ireland's flood insurance fund help them recover if disaster strikes again? Nepal's approach to flash floods isn't alone, it mirrors global efforts. Ireland funds flood protection with a small €24 household fee, while AI now predicts landslides faster than ever. Nepal's strict 200-meter buffer zones and village relocations prove what works. The question is, can other countries adopt these strategies before the next disaster strikes? You don't have to wait for governments or experts. You can take action today. Support policies like Nepal's 200-meter buffer zones, which keep people safe from flash floods. Donate to relief funds, like Ireland's flood insurance fund, where a small fee helps communities recover faster. Advocate for better early warning systems in your own town. Maybe even push for AI tools that predict landslides before they happen. Every small step adds up. Share this video if you believe more should be done.